Hello there and welcome to yet another video. Now if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below, and if you want more videos on the stock market, please feel free to subscribe. Now today I thought I would share with you my entire stock portfolio. I think, if I'm going to stand here and talk to you about investing in the stock market and how to invest and when to invest and what stocks to invest in, I think it's only fair that I share my personal portfolio. Now, I'm not going to reveal how much I have in each stock. I'm not going to talk a lot about every position I'm in. I'm just going to show them all and just mention shortly why I'm investing in each company. Now, I will also say that, I talk a lot about investing in index funds and ETFs. And while I think that's a great way to invest, and that's how I started, and my portfolio used to only be ETFs, I have shifted more towards investing in individual companies. So now I'm more of a stock picker, but I do invest for the long term, and I do find very safe companies. So, in a random order, I'll start off with a company we all know, which is Apple. Very safe stock, great brand, so much cash, pays a good dividend. I don't see any reason not to be invested in Apple. Next one is going to be Activision Blizzard, which is a video game company, the biggest video game company. It's sort of like a Disney of video games. They make all the best video games. I play their games myself, so really, in my opinion, the best video game stock in the world. Now another one is going to be my favorite stock, which is Amazon. We all know Amazon. I think everyone should be investing in Amazon. It's the future of retail. Jeff Bezos, amazing CEO. Really expensive stock, but I still think it's a buy right now. Now another one is going to be Waste Management, which is a waste management company. It's the largest in the US. I think waste management is something we're going to need more and more of, and they have a lot of lucrative contracts, and they're really ahead of the curve in terms of waste management and recycling, which is super important. Another one is going to be Take-Two Interactive, which is a premier video game company. Once again, they make NBA, Borderlands, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, a super high quality video game company, amazing CEO. This is a company you should definitely get invested in. Another one is going to be Whole Foods Market, recently bought by Amazon. Whole Foods is a sort of organic sort of like a healthy grocery store. Pretty expensive, but when they got bought by Amazon, I was very happy. I made a lot of money, and I think it's going to be a great company going into the future. Now another one is going to be Lockheed Martin, which is one of the world's largest weapons and defense contractor. They are making the F-35 fighter jet for the US Armed Forces. They provide a lot of missiles, ground-to-air missile defense system, a massive company, really high dividend yield, great weapons, great planes. They have a very strong presence on Capitol Hill, a lot of lobbying efforts, so a very, very powerful company. So definitely want to look into. Another one is going to be Hannon Armstrong Sustainable Infrastructure. This is a company that invests in sustainable infrastructure. So it's sort of like a REIT. It pays like 5% dividend. They invest in infrastructure in solar, wind, and hydro energy. So it's basically just like real estate infrastructure dividend sort of play. Now next one is going to be Domino's Pizzas. Pretty much the biggest pizza company in the world. They have like thousands of stores all over the world. They're massive in the US, UK, India, Brazil. Massive company, pays a really good dividend. They are executing very well on the technology front, and they only get 50% of the revenue in the US. The rest is international, which I love. And they're in some really key markets such as Brazil and India. Now, another one is going to be Intel Corporation. Good dividend play. It's like a chip and semiconductor company, massive company, gets revenue from all over the world, pays a really good dividend, very, very cheap company right now. I like the CEO, so, maybe not exciting as Nvidia or, AMD, but a really safe, solid, long-term play, I think. Really a value play right here. Now, another one is going to be Vanguard. I think it's Vanguard Small Cap Growth, VBK. A pretty aggressive ETF, a bit smaller companies, and also pays like almost 2% dividend. Really great ETF right there. And last one is going to be BMW. Invested a long time ago because I had a BMW. They pay a really good dividend, almost like 4.2%. Ridiculous dividend. Cheap company, quite well diversified. They own BMW, Mini, and Rolls-Royce. So, they have strong markets in Asia, really good cars, strong dividend, cheap company. They're Germans, so they're bound to do well. So, really good company there. Have I missed any? I don't think so. So, these are all my companies, 12 in total. Some really good companies. A lot of dividend. I love dividend. And if you have any questions about these stocks, any comments, if there's any stocks you think I should look into, or maybe, companies that, maybe competition to these companies that you think is gonna do better than these, let me know in the comment section, and stay tuned for the next video.